Hello, 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 and welcome to the first race in the UKOCR Series 2024. It was Tartan Warrior up in Scotland and it took place on March the 24th. Look at this incredible field of women. Look how many people travelled up for the first race in the series, and this is so far from most of the field. It's incredible that everyone put in the effort to get here. It was a mass start and it was downhill sprint, super fast, and then you come into these monster tyres. As you can see, the field is swapping and changing quite a bit here. It's starting to break up. Tamar there using a technique that we haven't seen anyone else use up until this point. Everyone else is sort of on, over, off. She's like, I'm going to swing straight through. This tyre carry was up the hill and back down, but just before this we had a wade that was sort of waist height and it felt like you were in a swamp. It was very wet, it was very cold, it was quite slow, you didn't know where you were putting your feet, it was wild. So after they've done this tyre carry, they come straight down into the water again with the over-unders. I think there were 12 of them. Federica De Caria in the lead, followed by Josie Lloyd. Karen McQuarrie in third place here. So Karen is a fit body farm racer. This is her home ground. This is where she trains. She should be super confident on this course. After the over-unders, you got this tyre flip. You had to flip it one way and then flip it the other way. You had a short uphill run straight into these ninja rings. And most people took these side on, which did surprise me. There were not a lot of risks being taken on this course. It was a band system race, of course, so that plays into it. Balance beams, and then you've got Becky here on the ninja rings in fourth place. Straight after the ninja rings, we've got the rope wall. So if you can't really make out what it is, it's just Olympus, but just with ropes instead. Karen overtaking on this obstacle called Triple X. Look at the confidence that she has from just knowing these obstacles inside out. It's so cool to see. And here she goes again, overtaking Fede on the Z wall. Off she goes over the inverted wall, up the running section, ready to go into Olympus. We only had to do the half distance on the Sunday, which was great news. Then you had some monster tyres to hop over. You also had another balance beam. And then we get to the Toros high to low rig. This was a penalty obstacle. So to clear this obstacle, there was no bell. You have to clear your feet onto the mat. It was really cool. So this is a Toros attachment obstacle. British Obstacle Sports have a Toros partnership now. Rep bag carry, you had to go round that second turbine in the back and drop it back off. The women's weight was 15 kilos, I believe. Here we go, a rumble up, making this rig look oh so easy. If anyone was gonna breeze through it, it was these guys. Shy killed it, Pip looking cool, and then you've got Debbie in this green vest, which means she is also a fit body farm racer. This is also her home ground. Lou using her leg on that. She's the only person I saw. This is the ditch dunk, and you can see Karen is cold. That says a lot because she's Scottish. Josie also taking the ditch dunk option. You'll be pleased to know that she does get reunited with this headband that she loses. Fede took the run instead. It was about 400 metres to avoid the water. Second Toros rig here, this was Captain Hook. These are horizontal bars with hooks in that you had to hook through to the eyelets, and you had to safely clear it by standing on that platform. Josie coming into the barn as Karen is coming out of it. Wild. Another Toros rig. This was Cheese and Fire. If you went to Belgian Worlds, you'll remember those firefighters from there. They're not easy. This is the last high rig that Karen is currently on. Josie coming out of the barn. Fede trying so hard to catch her, and she is overtaken. Off she goes. She's making up even more ground on this low rig. Clear over the vertical cargo, and she sprints for the finish. Unbeknownst to everyone, Karen had picked up a penalty, but she still finished in first place. Federica De Caria in second, Josie Lloyd in third, Becky Neal in fourth, Tamar Barkley in fifth, Shy Dehaney over that vertical cargo and in sixth place finish, Sandy Powell seventh, Pip Rainbow eighth, and Debbie in ninth. Incredible. What a start to the 2024 season. We love to see it. Well done, ladies. Here we go. First race in the UK OCR Series 2024, and it was Tartan Warrior. It was 8 kilometres long, and it was held at Fit Body Farm up in Scotland. As you can see, this men's field is so deep. It's so exciting. There were 51 participants in the men's competitive wave, which is so crazy considering how far away this race is from the vast majority of the field. So it's really good that everyone has put in so much effort to get up there, and I know Gav, race director, was so thankful for this. You've got Russell Walsh leading the way at the moment through these over-unders, Linzi Carrino in second and Morgan Maxwell in third. Finley coming in there in fourth place, and then rounding out your lead pack at the minute is Liam Mitchell, Darren Martin, Ferg Keeney and Alex Young. After they come out of this water, they've got this tyre flip, so they have to flip it once one way and flip it back to where it was, so just have to flip it twice, and then run to a little uphill run, and then they get to the ninja rings. But yeah, so this is Finn and Darren, and if anyone's in a purple vest, that means they're racing for Rumble Racing. So in the UKOCR Series, as well as having overall men's, you have Masters Men's, which is 40 plus, and you also have team standings. So if you race for a team, you can also gain points for your team by running in this race, which is super cool. I love the way that Mo just hops over that like it's absolutely nothing. The ninja rings we've got here, this was maybe the 5th or 6th obstacle. Everyone taking it quite cautiously, side on, very nicely done by Ferg there. Great save from Mo on that balance beam then. Russell coming into the Triple X obstacle. This is Ricky's home ground, so he knows it well. And the way that Mo just descends it over that blows my mind. It's so aggressive and it's so impressive. Russell making light work of that rope wall there, like so smooth. This is Matt Roberts, followed closely by Liam Mitchell. They're in their black shorts with the white print on the side, so they race for Primal Fitness. It's very exciting actually to see the Primal guys at something that's not Spartan. They started sort of branching out a little bit more last year, and it's really cool to see that they're fully getting involved in the series this year. It's epic. Dassos Canella and Chris Shipley making an appearance on the video there. This barbed wire crawl was uphill. It was mean. And Russell just makes such light work out of it. This is Mo now in second place, coming into that barbed wire crawl, followed closely by Ricky. You just saw him in the background on the balance beam. And look how much time Ricky has made up in this crawl. It's wild. So this is the Toros high to low rig. To clear it, you just have to put your feet on the red mat like Ricky did there. Ferg takes this really fast actually. I was so impressed watching this. He just does it so smoothly and clears it, off he goes. Finn taking a bit more time here. So this rig is full of Toros attachments, and British Obstacle Sports now have a partnership with Toros, so you will be seeing a lot more Toros attachments and maybe even some Toros rigs appearing at races in the UK, which is super exciting for the development of the competitive field. After the rig, you had rec bag carry, and the men's was £50, so I think that's about 23 kilos. Russell just breezes through this ditch dunk, and I can't get my head around it. Mo takes a breather there before he gets in. I got brain freeze from this. I've never ever had external brain freeze in my life. From biting an ice cream, yes, but from going in cold water, no, not until this race. It was cold. I'm not sure how many men took the option of the run, but so far it looks like none of them. Finn making light work of the rope traverse here. This was as you're coming into a really dense obstacle section. You've then got another Toros obstacle. This was Captain Hook, and as you can see, they're like horizontal bars with hooks. You have to get them into the eyelets. It's still so tight, this like middle part of the first leading pack. Finn and Darren both battling it out on another Toros rig, Cheese and Fire. You will have seen those firefighters at Worlds if you went to World Championships. They're a lot harder than they look. Ferg making this look so easy, just breezes through it. Low rig, of course, the Rumble guys smash this. Honestly, the rig skills that you get from training down at the barn at Rumble is demonstrated so well in this video. Mo looking like he's in first place, but he's actually not. He's second. Russell already came through 2 minutes ago, but he was so fast we got no footage. Linzi Carrino coming in third place here, followed by Finley Greenleaf running for Rumble in fourth, Darren Martin in fifth. Ferg Keeney is actually in sixth place, but we haven't got any footage of him. That was Alex Young in seventh. Dassos Ganella in 8th and Shipley in 9th. And this is Liam Mitchell. So excited for Liam's season. Here he is rounding off the top 10. And there's Matt on the penalty. So if you failed a banded obstacle, you had to do a tyre carry for each band you lost just before you finished the race. But yeah, what a race. So incredible. I am so excited for the rest of this season. The next race in the UKOCR Series is at Born Survivor. It's in Cheshire and it's at the end of April. We'll see you there.